There seems to be something quite special about language. The universe is made up of information, and once you drop a mind in there, it comes alive. And through the use of language, we decode the hidden information and quite literally speak our reality into existence. Therefore, the more information we gather, assimilate, and add to our internal dictionary, the more our reality changes. The very nature of our linguistics matters much to what we experience collectively. Religions rise and fall off of language. Scientific explanations of reality come to be through language. Who you define yourself as and where you stand in the cosmos comes from your language. Its significance in how we experience and perceive reality is too great to mistreat it. For if I were to ask a physicist what the world is made up of, they would say quarks that form protons and neutrons to create the nucleus, which forms atoms, and they have interlocking laws that form matter, which is the basis of our reality. However, if I were to ask a religious person, I'm sure they would answer by reciting their doctrine, whether that be about an all-powerful God that used himself and his creativity to create the world. And if you notice, it's a he, not a she, which clearly reflects the linguistics of their culture at that time, which created their reality. But if you noticed, what we seem to be always left with are words, language. Language is what they resorted to say what makes up our world. And if we evolve our language far enough to the point that it has no boundaries, then the world can be whatever we want it to be. But as for now, we suffer tremendously from boundary disease. We limit ourselves with words like, I'm a black male bus driver from France. I earn $40,000 a year, and that reflects the type of person I am. People are quite unaware of the significance of their linguistics and how they are draining their potential through their poor choice of words. The words we have adopted from past generations, the past generations that missed the mark. Humanity isn't there yet, and never will be unless we can unlock the universal doors that are there for the opening, and discover the words needed to change the model of our reality, and push humanity into an ever-pleasing, fourth-dimensional paradise of love. Love. It is preposterous that there is only one word for that divine state, yet thousands of words have been poured into the area of business, and that quite obviously reflects our world presented with the lack of love, yet business is ubiquitous. It is everywhere. Western industrial capitalism is what we have spoken to be. Money, work, wage, salary, market, the words are endless, and it's dominating our reality. Meanwhile, a world of love, spirituality, peace, oneness is swept away due to the rare amount of times those words are spoken in a conversation. You see, this seems to be one of our greatest downfalls, but to rise us back up, we all have to simply say the words needed and truly believe in them, so we can find ourselves not being shoved around by our own words, but rather using words to shape our reality to what we are quite obviously yearning for it to be. For each day, more and more people are becoming tired of hearing and speaking about work, about money, about financial matters, about wars, about the statuses of celebrities, about who broke up with who. That linguistic module of reality is drying up. The call into the transcendence of the human race, into the higher realms of consciousness, is loudly ringing. We simply have to answer the phone call and know the words to understand before it's too late. Otherwise, we will be left behind. Many of species have made this transition before us. They are awaiting the human race of Earth, and our disappearance from the third dimension will give rise for other species of Earth to grow and do the same. Because currently as we stand, we are impeding the evolution of other Earthlings. We have overstayed our welcome. If you wish to experiment with this yourself, to understand the power of language, have a general conversation with someone and notice what is being spoken about. What words dominate and lead the conversation, and what words come to be within your mind. Especially be aware of what is being said in the conversation with someone you have just met for the first time. I'm sure the question regarding, "What do you do for a living?" will be asked. And so thoughts of work will spawn, which brings about thoughts of money, which causes your mind in that present moment to manifest that Western industrial capitalist world into existence. For you see, we use conversations, the exchanging of small mouth noises, to acquire an insight of someone else's mind. It is a form of telepathy, to explore someone's mind and see, feel, listen, experience their world through the conveyance of words. Our minds create language, and our language creates our mind, and together they form our reality. And what is our reality but the collective human mind?